get their first series win against the Raiders. MP the King with the Ling, and Irad with the Lancelot.
Here we go. Again, the anime team fight just waiting to come to a head. I'm wondering what kind of emblems we're rocking here this time around. Irad with the Impure Rage.
Oh, he wants that burst.
Interesting. Oh, there you go. All right, confirmed now. Nibor is rocking the Phobius. And then his lane mate, Lord JM, got the XP lane Ruby. Not the usual Ruby.
Yeah.
In gold these days.
This time, it's the XP Ruby, as you mentioned. And apart from that, I've noticed that, for me, the hero of week number 3 is really Phobius.
Yeah.
Everyone's been picking up the Phobius, whether XP lane, mostly using the XP lane, can be flexed in the mid lane, but you can see how it really affects the game, especially in the hands of one of our highlighted players, Nibor. If Nibor gets his groove, I think this can easily be RSG's game.
Yeah, for sure. Because again, momentum-wise, RSG, despite losing last night, they put up a great match against the defending world champions. In the face of inevitable cheese, in the face of a Hanabi Lolita, they put up a good fight. So here now against Blacklist, who's still arguably struggling, finding what chemistry they could get on, what lineup works.
Yeah, this is the 5th iteration. 4th or 5th?
It's a 5th.
5th. Basically, every single series they play in, it's a different lineup.
Yeah, with a 10-man roster, that's something that Coach Bonchan and the coaching staff of Blacks International can afford. So far,
they have 10.
2 minutes in, that's a maximum.
Yeah.
300 gold lead for Blacks International as the turtle spawns in the upper corner. Hodge walks away. All right. Luckily, there's a wall, and then just not so far off is a turret. Definitely helping the Earthen Force.
Imagine that was a Grok, and the only damage coming in from Light was the smart missiles. You can really feel the buff added to the Jawhead.
Yeah, but just the same, it's physical damage. So Grok is fine. Imagine if Jawhead was magic.
Oh, it's gonna burn down Haji.
Would have run through. We could have seen first blood.
Relatively slow game to what we expected, because there's a Ling and a Lancelot. But this just means that both teams are capable of contesting for this very first turtle. But as you mentioned, you've been mentioning that the thing that makes Jawhead works is that if it gets a snowball early on.
Oh, yeah.
If it's on the receiving end, it's not going to work. But this time, I think Light is very comfortable with the Jawhead.
Light just has to walk up, trigger the smart missiles, and then whoever's up in front, whether it be a chunky boy or a softie, has to think twice. Ira jumps into the pit, pulls out the turtle. Nibor holding the pixel brush. Here we go, checks in.
Whoa.
And there's the ejector. Lord JM in trouble, knee deep in enemy territory. And the EG draws first blood on the Light. And a little bit more damage. Down goes MP. Nibor takes him down. 1-for-1 the trade. Lord JM down as well. Look at the mechanic behind enemy lines. Dashing through. Puncture here. Puncture there. Haji down low. Exhort as well. You know what? I called it a win for RSG.
It's really a win. They got 2 for the price of 1. Who's gonna fall? It was only Light who fell down for RSG Philippines.
That's a great trade.
What a great initiation. Again, the ejector coming in from Light, from Lord JM, plus the pickoff onto MP the King. That was Nibor who actually brought down MP. But look at the turtle.
Here we go. MP the King ever, the sharpest retribution. Michael and Dino, watch out for breakfast.
Well, to be fair, Ling has a longer sword. I think.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I think.
He goes on walls. Lancelot can't.
Yeah, Lancelot can do the Thorn Rose, but not Finch Boys. But right now, Blacklist still was able to find the trade. No casualties during that turtle fight. Blacklist secures the very first turtle. And going back to the statistics ever since yesterday, whoever gets the first turtle 12 out of 17 times wins the match.
That's why I think, you know, to the contrary of what the metagame has been for like the past 2 years, you can't just trade turtles anymore.
Yeah.
But Wami was right. He mentioned last night that if you want to give out the first turtle or even the second, you have to get something in return. Nothing comes for free.
Yeah.
That's why I hope out of 17 times, they win is because that's a snowball off the back of that. So now, given how the earlier trades were at the Blacklist side, they need to work on that too. Because again, you're still looking at RSG, 200, 300 gold up.
Yeah, a correction. 12 out of 17 when it was I believe, first series. I'm not quite sure what it is now, but so far Blacklist on a good position. RSG still has a small lead over Blacklist, and we can expect this to snowball if ever Light gets a good ejector pickup here coming in. And now this is why I hate playing against Zask.
Why?
The Nightmaric spawn really gives out the vision, good for checking brushes especially, and at the same time, you don't feel the damage coming in from Aqua because it's not an instantaneous burst.
It's DOT.
Yeah, it's damage over time plus the slows. It's something that. Oh wait, Irad. No,
you were saying?
Showing exhibition.
Irad knows you were saying something.
Yeah, that's why he stopped.
That's right.
I'm saying that it's not something you immediately notice, but when your life bar gets depleted, you'll know it's Aqua's fault. You'll know it's Zask's fault.
That's right. When you just look at the death replay, the numbers, I hit it. You guys who play on RG know exactly what we're talking about. Second turtle's up. Same spawning point. Upper quarter of the map. 6 minutes in. Nibor here, unafraid to try and pull the turtle out. Light holding the pixel brush. And now Irad putting a few beads on Lord JM. Amazing work again. The micro involved over the map, cross map, top to bottom. Yeah. RSG taking control here now. The turtle, 3/4 remaining. And there's a one Nightmaric spawn. And the EG drop. Turtle down to 1/10 of its health. Who's going to take it? Big shields and big damage up. And there's the Force Tempest of Blades. Looking for one dash and through. 4 blades through. Light goes down. Irad scores. MP the King down once more. Nibor gets a kill. Double kill for Exhort. And now the flicker's spent. Can Irad find them? There's a Thorned Rose. They let go.
Luckily, Blacklist was able to evade, but Irad is still here. The Eradicator making sure not to let the agents go home. Nightmaric spawn is there. Is he going to go for it?
And there it is!
Wow!
The Phantom Execution! Irad gets to the puncture on the way out. Lord JM falls.
Irad, the Lancelot God, the Eradicator. And as we look at the replay, 99.9% of players would actually just let it pass, let it go, but not Irad.
He ain't Elsa, he's Irad. He just won't let things go. That was calculated, that was cold. And it's not frozen quite yet, but amazing work. That puts RSG up by about 1,000 gold.
Right now, Blacklist really needs OHEB to be activated right away, especially when it comes to the very first Lord. Again, we know Nathan is a late game hero. Really dominant. Same mechanics with the Moskov. But so far, OHEB 0-0-0. Still in a good position, getting his farms, getting his items compared to Kosei. Still good. But if Irad continues to execute this amazing Lancelot plays, Blacklist is going to have a hard time trying to extend this match to late game.
Here's what's scary. Again, we've been playing a lot of like short range, mid-range engagements in the early to mid-game. But consider this, Ian. Consider this.
What?
You have Light, you have Irad, and you have Nibor. All of these three heroes, Lancelot, Jawhead, and Phoveus, have a free go into the back line of Blacklist.
Yeah.
So you mentioned how OHEB needs to get farm up. Consider this. What if he has his farm? And what if Ari just gets to him first? Who's to protect him in the back line? Lord JM?
Yeah, we've actually been seeing that happen to MP the King. So far, not yet OHEB because OHEB's not in skirmishes, but MP the King's having a hard time dealing with the unstoppable force, dealing with the infernal pursuit from Nibor. So far, MP the King's the one suffering, but later in the late game, I do agree, it's going to be OHEB. It's going to be the Filipino sniper, the main target of the Raiders. But right now, the Lord has spawned. I believe no one got the third turtle because of what happened with Irad.
Yep.
This time, still, two teams are poised to contest for this first potential Lord.
And now for sure, OHEB can't dodge the bullet. He cannot be an absentee gold laner.
Yeah.
It's closer to his lane now unless he decides to switch it up, avoid all sorts of conflict. But here it looks like RSG are trying to pull out a quick one, draw the Lord's ire, and maybe even force Blacklist to respond. Look at the bush control. Look at that river bush, pixel brush, the one near the rock Ursa.
Everything. They love brushes.
It all belongs to the Raiders.
Yes. High ground control for RSG. MP the King resulting instead for the split pushes onto the top lane. And now 5 members of the Raiders are here. MP can still follow up with this Lord. Lord James trying to look for that hook.
Oh.
Oh! now.
Defensive wild charge on the Haji. Put him down to a third of his health. Able to back off, regen up. Now at half, he'll be able to join in. Oh, look at this kneeboard in the back line. Lord here forced to walk the long way around. Not in retribution range. MP the King still pushing. Gets that tier 2 up top. And just like that, RSG, they know that there was enough time bought for Black there. That's a small victory for the agents.
High IQ play for Haji. After MP the King got the first turret into the top lane with that Guardian's barrier, MP the King was just freely pushing, freely farming, and looking at the stats, but wait, the jungle matchup we're all been waiting for.
Here we go, Irad versus MP, forcing out one, another Thorn Rose, still has the Tempest of Blades, dashing through, Irad buying time, holding the orange long bush, both players call it touche.
It's a match, it's a match. It's a stalemate.
Okay, deadlock up top.
It's a draw. But right now, one major objective will make sure that one team will come up on top. 11 minutes in, we have yet to see a Lord Dance. We saw action coming from the opposite lane from both of the junglers. But this time, Lord JM, I know he's ready for the initiation. I know he wants that I'm offended play. But the problem is, again, going back to your point, Leo, the brush control of RSG is just there.
Truth be told, it's difficult for Blacklist to actually check these brushes relatively scot-free. Like, nothing comes for free because, look, sure you can throw in some free spells from Exort, but even that will put you in danger. Like, can just catch you with a free TikTok ejector, right?
You can't use the second skill of Vexana to just check brush because, again, a lot of heroes from RSG Philippines can actually go for the backline, but right now RSG poised to take this Lord away. Haji will be able to reset it, but the ejector!
There's one! We were just mentioning how Lord James could pop like that, and now the Lord docks up all of RSG. Igor goes down, in comes MP the King trying to take down Irad, and down he goes! Kusei though with the punish, and now Oheb looking low. The Filipino sniper backing up. Haji! Almost taken down, and he does! Kusei! Taken down to Homoy Mao for RSG, and Oheb walking in with just 1 HP. The Raiders go straight for the Lord.
What a clash from both of these teams! MP the King picks up the kill. I mean, Irad picks up MP the King picks up the kill onto Irad.
One of them. There was a lot of things
that happened.
There was
a lot that happened,
but
one thing for sure is the instant replay shows that Lord JM was the first man down for Blacklist, but a counterattack coming in from the setup from Haji.
And the Lord. That's why RSG killed it. This was Black Lord.
Okay. So MP has the upper hand right now. He can safely say that MP the King died first during that clash.
And then eventually, the backliners from RSG were just in a better spot. That's why Blacklist got punished.
Look at the contrast from the first series to the second series. 13 minutes in, the lead of Blacklist is 85. Compared to the 9-minute mark of game number 1 of Fnatic Onyx vs Omega, which reached 14K.
They're a different beast.
Different beast.
Same species, different beast. They're all MPL PH players. One more time. Irad versus MP. And Irad walks away with a dub. Underneath tier 2 down bottom.
Are you not entertained? These two junglers, they have a match of their own. They don't care about the 5-on-5. They just want to go for the 1-on-1 as the Lord marches out on the top lane.
And that might be a grave mistake because Blacklist needs all the bodies on the map to defend. Irad pushes through one turret, works on another. Top lane gets taken down, an inhibitor for Black. That's permanent damage for their base. Permanent damage that they continuously need to tend to. And they almost lost the tier 2 down bottom.
And looking at the items, full build already for Kosei. Last picks up the Malefic Roar. So far, a while ago or earlier, it was a display of who has faster hands. But with the game going into the late game, it's going to be who has the faster hands to buy and sell those Winter Crowns, those Immortalities. But Haji throws someone there.
A TikTok play by Light catches Lord JM, serving up a kill to Kusei. Now look at this, deep in goes Irad. Nibor pushes them back. Down goes Oheb. Aqua gets the kill. Run, Exort, run. Nibor's going to catch you. He lets go. And just like that, 2 free kills for RSG.
Dominators descend to dominate the Filipino sniper. This is why Aqua is one of the most underrated players, not just in MPL Philippines, but all over the world. A 207 for that Zask. as Black tries to delay the push of RSG Philippines. The Raiders looking for that pickoff. They have to conceal as they take down Inhibitor on middle lane. So far, 5-11 scoreboard. RSG this time has a huge lead.
In a flash of light, Light just takes down one in a flash. I don't think Lord JM was expecting that. None of us were expecting that. Not that quick.
No one expected that. But one thing for sure is Blacklist are still able to contest for this Lord. Again, they still have one inhibitor. They have MP the King with a Retribution Seal mechanics with the Ling. But this time, 4.7k gold lead for RSG. It's so hard. And this is what you were saying a while ago. It's so easy to go right after OHEB. A lot of people are going right after OHEB. Not just Nibor. Every single one of the Raiders wants to go right after the Filipino Sniper.
Check it out. Lord here down to 1/10 of its health. All 5 members of Blacklist right behind him. And in comes Nibor. Infernal Pursuit.
Light.
And look alive to the back line. Unstoppable Force. Still unable to eject. Tempest of Blaze spent it already. Down goes Light. Lord JM gets the kill. Irad taking down the Lord. RSG though. All 3 members low. Here comes Irad. Look at the clean house. Puncture in.
Irad.
Puncture out. Looking to finish the job. Skewering members. Down goes OHEB. Another one falls. 2k for Irad. And now MP the King looking for sweet revenge. But Nibor stops him cold in his tracks. 3 for 1. The exchange. A Lord marching down mid for the Raiders.
5-1-5 for the Eradicator. He's out of his mind. This Lancelot pick just proves that Irad is the better player so far.
Irad is mad, and here comes an EG. Lord JM gets his immortality pop. Nibor keeping Exort in range, and the base is going to be up next. A Lord and all 5 members of RSG marching in, taking game 1.